Oh no. There we go. Hi. Ah. Apologies for the late start. Ah. You know how that feeling when you're like, I've got everything under control. Everything's fine. I know exactly what's happening. And then you're like, oh shit, that other thing. That's how today's been going, which is all right. And there are cats causing chaos as always. Come here, little one. You are the most attention-seeking cat in the world. Please come say hello. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. You get to see the top of Onyx's head. Oof. That's fine. Oh boy, is this falling? Is that what's happening? I don't know. It's okay. We're just gonna pretend, because it's essentially true, like I was on a short hiatus and I'm slightly out of practice, which I'm not. It's fine. This is normal. I am very distracted. I am super extra double distracted right now, but that's okay. I need to ground. Will you? You can sit anywhere, little boy. You can sit anywhere and do pretty much anything you like. But I need you to, like, sit. I keep... Okay. Sure, well... Okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath and just ground for a second. You might as well do it with me if you want. You don't gotta, but you could. I'm just gonna be a deep breath in and out and down and back up. Yeah. I did also, this is so uninteresting to anybody but me, but there was like a couple, like most of a month there where my usual background music that I use was just not there anymore. And now it's suddenly back, which okay, this is actually falling. That's what's happening. I need to tighten this. My background music that I like to use just like disappeared, and then I found it randomly in like a different part of YouTube. It's like a no copyright lo-fi. I had to like go to a different thing, and then it wasn't there, but then it came back in the normal place. I'm like, I don't know what YouTube's doing. It's fine. We'll live. Excuse me. How are you doing, Amber, since you're the only one here? You chilling? Why is the camera moving? So it's not falling, it's just moving. What is happening? Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did they, like, do an update to how this camera thing works? Because I feel like it's moving more than usual, but... Alas, that's fine. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Lordy. This is the most ridiculous start to a live I think I've ever had, which is fine. Nice. Oh, yeah, okay. I just did a grounding breath. I'm gonna do another one, because to be fair, that is how the last this is how the last 3, 4, 5 weeks have been going. Just everything's insane, and then I'm like, I've got a handle on everything, and I do more or less, but then it's still just like, okay, but now you have to like get a handle on it. Like that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, everything's under control. It's much more under control than it's been for weeks. But now I'm like, oh yeah, I have to do the normal stuff and like get out of emergency mode. It's following my glasses. It is following my glasses. Jesus. Thank you. Oof. We do not love a fall. That's rough. I'm sorry. Okay, so every time I look at the chat... Okay, this is at least fine. Earlier it was, like, really changing. Either that or I am biased, which is also possible. Young man. Financial... Oh, Creds. I did read that as like 3 different things before I read what it actually says. But that's fine. Oh, would you stop that? He's trying to like play with the cord that connects my camera to my computer. And my... Okay, no. Come here. Come here, little man. You guys are getting the I've said before, like, oh, this is gonna be a chill live. This is the absolute most base level chill, because I'm like, what's even happening right now? Am I alive? Is the world real? It is. I'm not like going through psychosis or anything. I'm just confused. Yeah. I was talking about when I did our little sort of community live chat. Matt works on Sigil Time and talks to everybody. The other day, I was talking about how, like, I haven't really been keeping up with my own, like, meditations and maintenance stuff because everything's been so insane. And so, like, 2 days ago, I finally just sat down and I took the time that I knew I needed to take and did my thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to clear out all this energy. I've talked in here before about like energetic contract clearing. I think I did like a whole live on it once, so I don't need to get back into it, but if you want to know more, feel free to ask. But that just always helps me feel better, of just like everything that like no longer serves me in any realm is like null and void, like, or astral me did it, or awake me did it and forgot, or whatever. Just if it's no longer in my highest and best to get that thing done, that it's just like formally abdicating. Was that the right term? And that it just always makes me feel better, man. Every single time. So I like started out my meditation with that, and like setting up some new boundaries, like clearer ones, with like other entities that want things from me, because every time that I have gone into like a meditative state lately, it's just been like, and here's a line of people that want stuff from you, and I'm like, okay, I was proud of this once I thought of it, and I was like, I should have been doing this all along. I was like, I give my guides permission to like reject things for me if they know that it's not the right thing. You know, because there are times, like, as a medium, I have other, you know, obviously I have other medium friends in other communities and stuff, and I've had a couple of them, like, talk before about, like, yeah, they'll, like, be asleep. It'll be the middle of the night. They'll wake up, and there's just a spirit at the end of their bed, and they're like, help. I know you can, like, you've got a reputation for helping people, so help me. And it's like, it wasn't quite that bad. Like, there's basically no just random spirits anywhere in my stuff usually, really, but it was just like, I need to say that, like, yeah, my guides have permission because they know what's in my highest and best, and if there's somebody who's waiting for me, like, the guides can, like, shove them off or tell them to come back later, but they can't like say no for me until I like tell them that they can do that. So I was like, did that, and I was like, oh, that was a great idea. I should have done that like 3 years ago. Because sometimes there's just too much spirit clutter and chatter and things that just don't need to be an issue right now, and they become a thing. So contract clearing, clearer boundaries with entities, giving my guides more like permission to dismiss things for me so that I don't have to like hear it. That was huge for me. I was like, should have been on that the whole time, but I'm glad we're here now, you know? Fairy Oracle reading, it was all guide cards. Yeah. I mean, that's just like, I've talked before about, I love my guides. I do talk to my guides. Sorry, my fidget rock has ran away. I had to go get it. But I don't like sit down and talk to my guides that often. Like, everything's so on the fly most of the time. And yeah, when I get into these like states of chaos where like the real world is important and I have to take care of my like real world shit. Real world shit. Then it's just like, oh, we're really just going. Like, if you got something, like, throw it at me, because I just got to keep moving, you know? So it's, who'd have thought? It's great to sit down and, like, deal with your shit, check in with your guides in, like, a calm manner that's not frantic ADHD brain going, gotta go fast! Because I feel there was a minute there, and I think this is fine, but maybe not ideal. There was a minute there where I was having more direct communication with my gods than with my guides, which, yeah, like, I think that's all right. I talk to Apollo regularly. I talk to Hermes frequently. Talk to Aphrodite regularly. Like, I have weekly appointments that I talk to them and, like, this is what I'm doing at this time on this day, you know? And I love that. I like value that. I think that's an important thing. It makes me feel better. I know I try not to get too, I try to never be like preachy about the theistic side of things. Like, I try to just be like, this is what's up. But truly, every time that I don't feel like talking to Apollo and I just do it anyway, I feel better. And it's just like, it feels like a reward for doing the thing I was supposed to do. Because I'm like, hey, I like this god. This is one of my gods. Talking to this god makes me feel better. Like, it's not like talking to this god like going to Apollo for therapy. It's like checking in on like things that we've agreed we're going to work on. Checking in on like, saying, here's where I'm at. Like, can you help? Or whatever. Like, asking for help. Stuff like that. And it's just, I'm always, by the time that interaction is done, at some point in the interaction, usually at the end, I just get a little energy boost of the like, woo. And it's just like, I feel better suddenly. And I love it and I appreciate it. Thanks, Apollo. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's truly, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to do a full hour tonight. Because I am still frazzled, but it's been really nice the last few days getting to catch up on my own shit. On my own spirit shit. Because I'm fully capable of, I'm fully capable of making it work in the fast-paced version, but I just so much prefer being able to take my time with things and being able to like really being able to just do what needs to happen at a leisurely pace is like a luxury no matter what you're doing. As I would love to be able to like work at a leisurely pace and not feel rushed and stuff and always feel the pressure of like more projects. It's like in work, being able to go at a leisurely pace is so lovely. in spirit stuff, being able to go at a leisurely pace is such a nice little luxury, you know. Yeah, it's just yeah. This is just what this live is tonight. Uh, so I don't know. I guess that's just like me expressing gratitude a little bit, you know. Because that's just where we're at. I have been. I don't know exactly what's going on with all of the astrology. I've been checking in semi-regularly to just get a quick snapshot. Again, something flying by the seat of my pants a little bit. But I know some of my own stuff after... like, I will say, positive of ADHD medication. It limits my limiting beliefs about myself. Like, feelings that I had about, like, I can only do this, and I know this about myself, and I believe this about myself. Like, I can only do XYZ thing in XYZ time frame, whatever. You know, stuff like that. Now that my brain is getting what it needs to function, is just kind of automatically gone. I'm still having to do some belief work around that, because you always do. It's important to keep up with and be mindful about your shit that way. But it's just nice, you know? Yeah. And there are some limitations that you have that are true and real, and there are things that stop you sometimes. And there are some things that it feels like it's stopping you, but you can manage regardless. And so it's just, you know, when the circumstances are right, remind yourself that you can do those things, even though you can't always. You might need something. You might need medication. You might need support from other people. You might need anything. But it's just you know, I've always, for lack of a better term, believed in the way that limiting beliefs work and do limit you more than you really need to be limited. I believe in that as a spiritual concept and kind of just a life fact, that if you believe you are limited, you just won't push harder, you know? And it's not always ideal to push harder, but it's nice to feel that checking in with yourself and your body and your brain and your everything, and coordinating when possible, and just acknowledging the things that are hard for you and figuring out how you're going to do it anyway is just a huge confidence boost for me. And it immediately after getting medication and dealing with some of these limiting beliefs and thoughts and things that I did have, I started getting more work, which I needed. And I've been more capable of handling more work, and I can get even more work than I have now, assuming I can schedule things out properly. So I know, look at me growing, gosh darn it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do but grow? Yeah. But that is what I mean, though. It is that. It is just growth, but it's my beliefs around my limiting beliefs have shifted in a way that I can work with them more and work around and over and, you know, get past them more easily. So that's great. I definitely wasn't intending for this to just be Matt rambles about Matt's life for 20 minutes. But that's just where we're at right now, I guess. How are you guys doing? Is that everybody? I know you said the injury is rough. Financial stuff is rough. But is everything... How are things going for you guys, overall? I feel energetically... We're in a bit of a pain point, but not overall, you know? Yeah, stress. It feels again, because for me, it's been crazy, but it's been good. But right now, today and yesterday, felt rough. And I guess that's new moon. Is that where we're at? Are we at new moon? Don't mind me while I check. Yes? Yeah, new moon. Yeah, so it's... I think it is a weird time of year, especially for everybody who... I keep having to remind myself because so many of, like, my people here and my people in the rest of my life are, like, teachers and things. It's summertime. It's kids and stuff being out of school, which is, like... this is the most I've thought about that since leaving school, you know? This year, just because I know so many teachers and there's so many people who, like, that's part of how their cycle of life works. And I'm like, I've been pondering how when you are a student, that's such like that like the summer break is a sacred time of rest for a child. Rest and play and like exploration and just getting out there. And it's a very different world when you're no longer a child, but if you can still have a little bit of the like, it's summer, you know, I'm gonna go outside, like, you know, like if you can still have a little bit of that little sacred summer break joy, even if you're still an adult and you still have to work or find a way to deal with financial things or whatever's going on. I've just been thinking about that a lot this week. Yeah. Hey, that's solid, Amber. I mean, honestly, if I can get anybody to do anything, I will advocate that everybody rest because I know we're all trying. We're all trying our fucking darndest, including me, and we all need more rest than we're getting inevitably. Like, and rest and like rejuvenation being more than just sleep, you know, but also like joy and relaxation and play is like play is exertion, but play is also like a kind of rest, you know. Excuse me. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be a time of rest for the educators too. That's why I was like, it doesn't always work that way because like you might still need to like have a part-time job or whatever people need to do over the summer if they need more. But like, yeah. Yeah, especially with the news. Jesus, especially with the news. We all gotta rest. We all gotta take care of ourselves. Okay, getting a massage sounds great. That sounds awesome. Massage, a free vacation, and hang out with friends and family. Exactly. Yeah. I had this conversation with my therapist. She was like, when do you feel like you're actually relaxing? I was like, well, sometimes I do this and sometimes, but I'm like, if I'm doing this like kind of lay around type of relaxing, then I'm just like, well, I have to go find something new. She's like, when do you feel like you're actually relaxing? I'm like, I don't know, like playing video games and eating good food, which is not like, I cannot spend every day playing video games and eating great food from like fancy restaurants or something, but like, those are the times when my brain is like, the dopamine is here, I feel relaxed and happy, you know. It's like it's so goofy, but like it just works, man. And yeah, like baths and showers both, agreed. Yeah, when do you feel like you're actually resting? Oh, I'm not. Oh, yeah, that was a moment. That was a good therapy moment. Good, Amber. Have you finished the game before, or is this your first time? Because, you know, BG3 is now my like comfort game because I just love it, and I have a plan to start a campaign with one of my friends now that the crossplay is finally up because she has PS5. So I've been dying to start that cross-platform campaign. Act 3, good. You're doing good. It's such a good friggin' game. Okay. I love it. I was thinking about if I wanted to talk about this in this live of like, I do love sort of D&D as a whole, like I've never played a real extended campaign of D&D. I've only played like little single games at a time, but like and Baldur's Gate counts in this of like how that is like a way of interacting with the world and playing with things. Like you get to play with reality in a way that you never get to do otherwise. It just brings me so much joy to like mess with all the little bits and see what changes, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, when sleeping isn't restful, it's annoying. Agreed. I was like I was determined I was going to make it and do this live tonight, but I did take like a 30-minute nap, and then I took another 10 minutes, and then I took another 5 minutes cuz I was just like I'm not rested yet, but I need my body needs the rest, but my brain is not rested yet. But we're good. Like I'm fine now. You know, it did what it needed to do, but I hate when sleeping, napping, whatever, like the type of resting that you're supposed to be doing to rest, traditional resting doesn't rest you, drives me crazy. I'm like, do your job, sleep. Oh yeah, I don't play it on PS5. I play it on PC, but yeah, I understand. It is. I got a. This is old, long time ago at this point, like early last year, but because when I inherited the house that I made videos about, there were a bunch of like PC parts. They weren't all good and they weren't all current, but like there were a bunch, and so like I was able to wrestle those together. And a friend who was upgrading their PC gave me a bunch of their parts, and uh, and I was able to just like only buy like three things and have a like reasonable gaming PC for not a ton of money. That felt like a freaking that felt like a blessing. That felt like I was like I can finally like play games on a PC because I don't want to I don't want to like buy a new console every 5 years, so I can just upgrade a PC now. Ooh, ooh, play by post campaign? That's cool. I don't. Is that like where it's literally like you are posting what you're doing? That's cool. I don't. I knew that people did RPs that way, but I've never heard of people doing like a whole campaign that way. That's cool. I do. I did. I bought a set of D&D dice. Uh, the problem is continues to be that I never know who's gonna DM because I'm like I would be interested in DMing one day, but I need to like play a game or two before I can DM a game. But yeah, I did buy a fancy set of D&D dice despite not having a game to play in. That's cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Yeah. Listening to your body, resting when it's right for your body. Good, good, good. We support, we love. I do love the necessary specification of red-haired Rebecca. So many Rebecca. Yeah. As life as a creative, especially, one of my favorite, actually, one of my favorite quotes about life as a creative of any sort. Like that, you doesn't mean you have to be a painter, right? Doesn't mean you have to be a graphic designer. Whatever kind of creative, rest is a part of the creative process. That is one of my favorite fucking quotes in the world. Because it's like, especially because most creatives, our brains are like running and rolling and going at all times. You literally have to stop, and if you have to stop at 2 p.m. or on a Tuesday, or if you have to stop at 10 a.m. on a Thursday, whatever, like you just have to rest. You have to take that. You have to. It's so important for your brain and for your like continued ability to keep going and keep doing this. So yeah, rest is part of the creative process. I love it. It's one of my favorites. That is curious. I worry that I wouldn't be able to keep up with a play-by-post type game just because I've been largely awful at responding to DMs lately, which I know I have something to get back to you on, Lid. I saw that it came in, but I haven't read it yet. But I'm just like, I've been so bad at reading, at responding to DMs. I'm like, I probably couldn't actually keep up with a play-by-post. But that sounds really cool. Yeah. I probably could make some. I don't know where the quote came from. I have no idea if that was some famous artist or if that's just one of those things that appeared out of the ether of the internet at some point. But I believe in it fully. Once a meek man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did make sure that I had my cards and my book and everything. And we'll do the book still. But I was thinking about doing readings. I'm honestly not even sure if I'm like, except I knew I wasn't. I was like, I know I can ramble for this whole live, but I don't know what I'm gonna ramble about. Maybe I'll just pull cards. And now I'm like, I don't even know if I'm like in a pull cards kind of a mood. I do kind of still. Where's my new deck? I am still in love with the new deck, and I haven't used it enough, so maybe I'll just like pull some random cards and see what happens with the new deck. There is a cat in my lap who will be obstructive too. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing. This is not paid readings. It's just vibing, pulling cards. The kitty is inspiration, indeed. So I am like. Yes, all of the emojis. It's very. I will say, I've been. I was hesitating on trying to go back to the doing some lives on TikTok. I think I'm gonna try it, but I was just like, after that whole crazy ban thing, and then it was like, okay, well the ban just extended, and then now they've like extended it again for like what, the second or third time or something. I was just like, just all the emojis in the chat is making me think of like, I do kind of miss having the crazy little TikTok gifts flying around because they're just cute and fun. But like, yeah, I think I am gonna try it, but it's just not been a priority to set it back up again because I would want to try and do it through my new setup where I've got, you know, graphics. Wee. I would. I would be, if I were to go back to TikTok, I would want to make sure that I could do it this way and get everything working. But yeah. That's the richest I've been all week. I feel that. I am truly until some invoices get paid, I am in a similar boat. I could not pay anybody for a reading right now. But at least we can share in these monetary emojis. I do just, yeah, we're just going to do a generic, like, for those of us that are here, what's something that we need to keep in mind for the next week? Because I just know everything's going to continue to be crazy. We're all going to survive, probably. It's like, what's just good general advice? Like, Taro, I'm giving you permission to just be generic if you want. The sun inverted. Don't lose sight of hope, but don't shine too much light on what is that? What are you trying to say? Like, yeah, don't lose sight of hope vibes, but also Jesus. There, there are things that are going to remain in shadow. You just have to accept it. Don't try and shine too bright a light on something that's not meant for it right now. Ouch. 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 It is the like this is not what the card is saying, this is just true. Like, there's plenty of joy around to be had. But yeah, maybe just don't go poking into dark corners knowing you're just gonna make yourself feel worse. That's the nicer way to say what came out of my mouth earlier. Yep, sounds about right. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, it does sound about right, doesn't it? Whew. Yeah, well, it's a reasonable time for personal shadow work, but it's not a good time for, like, stressing yourself out about the state of humanity, because we just know. We are aware. You know? Cool. Yeah, good. There's one thing I can do. It's a southern accent. and a deep old man voice. Yeah, it is a reasonable time for personal shadow work, but don't go out here. I have been watching Skyward Ho. I am like halfway through episode 3, so I'm not caught up, but I have been watching it. Oh, are you thinking about Daisuke? Yeah, it's on Dropout lid. It's Oh, good. Yeah. I know. I was also like, is it Skyward? Yeah, it's Cloudward Ho. I was thinking Skyward Sword too. I was like, wait. Yeah, it's fine. We got there. Everything's fine. That is one of the things I was listening to earlier. Before I took a quick nap, I was like, must finish slight more of the good show. The Dropout really is just the place that is like, we are the source of joy for everyone right now. Hilarious that the cards just exploded out. We did get, I love when they come out in packs. We've talked about this before. Where like, when the cards come out in packs and like, I can sort of read them better as like phrases and sentences and like paragraphs. This is quite, because I didn't even ask a question, so I don't know what these are answering, but I guess we'll read those in just a second. Cloudward Ho! Oh, I currently have a crush on Brennan. I currently have a celebrity crush on Brennan. I also have one on Izzy. Oh my god, Lisa Gilroy. Oh my god, what an incredible comedian. Okay, I realize that we're jumping off of the Dimension 20 and into just Dropout as a whole, but like, oh my god, Lisa Gilroy, Vic Michaelis, Lou Wilson, oh my god, all of them, so good. 5 cards fall out all at once today. Good. Welcome to the club. I guess welcome me to the club, because you did it. You had it first today. Yeah, they just exploded. We got 3 in this pack, 1 in this pack, and 2 in this pack. Oh yes, absolutely. Isabella Roland is the healthiest insane person I've ever seen. Ghost the dog. Ghost the 38-year-old Labrador. Oh my god. Well, my friend has been sending me Wheel Well edits, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Okay. 4 of Wands. Yes, 4 of Wands. Inverted World. Ace of Swords. 4 of Swords inverted. 5 of Wands inverted. And the Magician upright. Okay. Wheel Well's truly... like, again, like, I'm like halfway to 2/3 through episode 3, and my friend was just like, Episode 3 is Wheelwell's episode. We love Wheelwell. This is good. This is good. We stan. We all stan Wheelwell. Oh, which inevitably means he's just gonna get killed off, right? Like, Wheelwell's gonna die, right? Like, that's definitely gonna happen. The people love him too much. He must die. He's not a core character, and the people love him too much. Not to be all psychic about it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Wheelwell just stays the whole time. Or he's gonna turn to the baddie. That would be sick. If Wheelwell becomes the new antagonist by the end of the series, oh, that'd be great. Yeah, Zach's amazing. I am in awe of all of those people. If I could, I don't know if that was upright or inverted. I think it was upright. I flipped the card. I honestly don't even know how I'm reading these cards right now, because I'm just like, honestly, I'm just here for the dropout. I'm here for the D20. I'll read these cards eventually, but I don't even know what question they're answering. Because it is kind of a state of the world thing. Like, I can see that. Oh, also, by the way, the Four of Swords is like the rest card. It's like the sacred rest, you know? And that was the one that came out on its own. But, yeah. Emily Axford, I did... And everybody loves Brian. I did... I was going to say last season. It wasn't last season, but a couple of seasons ago, I started referring to Murph as Brian because I truly couldn't remember what they called him, and I just remembered that his real first name was Brian. I just started talking about, like, so Brian to the same friend. And it's just... This is the most chaotic read. This whole... I'm so glad you're here, Lactose, to witness this... Because this has been a ridiculous live. So, yeah, I'm so glad that you get to join in now. Yes. Yeah, in reverse. I'll get to it when I get, like, back in. Yeah, everything. This is just representative of life right now. Is there a Uranus transit happening or something? I guess that would be more personal. Like, maybe I'm having a Uranus transit. I don't know. Because I do really... I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about these strangers like me. I could sing that much better than I just did, but I won't. Oh, that's right. There was a Jupiter conjunct the sun a couple days ago. That was interesting. So maybe that's part of why I was like, things have been going all right. It's just been chaos. Neptune conjunct Saturn. That's a thing. Uranus at the end of Taurus. So Uranus is about to go into Gemini, like I rambled about a month or two ago. Uranus square Mercury. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I realize the Uranus square Mercury is interesting because like Mercury's not retrograde, but I did have the feeling a couple days ago of like, is it just Mercury retrograde already? Like, I know it's not, but it just feels insane. So like Uranus square Mercury could have some element of that just because they're both so chaotic in their own right, and like putting them at that like in T-bone intersection is not going to make anything calmer, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, this is chill hangout vibes. Yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah. I guess that is true. It's been... Has it been that long? Is that how long a Jupiter cycle is? I don't remember, so I'm going to take your word for it. Jupiter... Oh, you mean the Jupiter Kazemi in Cancer haven't had that since... I got you. We are pre-gaming the retrograde. Absolutely correct. Yeah, I know. I was like, I should explain the astrology words, but my brain is like short-circuiting. It's fine. Yeah, Jupiter Kazemi is like, so there's this whole thing about when a planet gets really, 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 really close to the sun, but not quite conjunct the sun. Like, the things that planet is like associated with can be like debilitated a little bit. It's called being like under the rays. Where like essentially, if you're standing right next to the king, no one's looking at you. So there was a minute there, and Jupiter still kind of there again now that the Kazemi part is done. But so when Jupiter and the sun are in the exact same place, it's like a supercharge for Jupiter, that like they're working fully together. But yeah, so now that like the sun is at 5 degrees Cancer, and Jupiter's at 3 degrees Cancer, Jupiter's now like under the rays again, or under the beams, or whatever it's called. So it's a little bit debilitated until the sun gets a little further away. But yeah, so that's a whole... I was like... I can't give you like a good lesson on what a Kazemi is right now, but that was like an interesting thing of note in the last week or so. Yeah. There you go. Amber put it well. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, there's a couple of other things that I was thinking about with the sun upside down. I was kind of like, that we could take that a couple of ways, but that's why I was just like, I just read yeah, I appreciate the Googling. Every once in a while, I just need somebody to be Google for me. So I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, regardless. I don't know. I give up. I'm going to read these cards. So the Four of Wands is this sort of like, it's kind of a preparation for action a little bit. Like, it's because fours are a lot of the time they're stability, and like, they're not always preparation, but that's what this reads as to me, of like these two. And that's my dehumidifier saying it's full, so it's about to get steamy here in Georgia. Please forgive that. But yeah, this sort of like growth and stability, and like, it's not normally a partnership card, but I actually really like this idea of it as like a mutual support. You know, I like that. Oh yeah, the heat wave is also a reasonable sun inverted interpretation. There won't be a heat wave every time that something is like that. There's a Kazemi, because what happens most frequently is Mercury Kazemi, Mercury exactly conjunct the sun. That happens, I think, once or twice every like Mercury cycle or something, because Mercury doesn't ever get that far away from the sun. So yeah, regardless, Kazemis are not uncommon. Jupiter Kazemis are not common. Anyway. The world inverted. I don't know if I need to read into that one. I think we kind of know what this one means. Yeah. Yeah. The world is kind of turned on its head. We can all try to work together. We can all try to help each other out. But frankly, there's just a level of instability that we're not going to be able to do anything about right now. Ace of Swords, new beginnings, new thoughts, new ideas, make headway, think things through, come up with new ideas, do whatever the fuck you can. Like, have that, like, cognitive, if there's cognitive dissonance, try and cut through it. If there's, like, inspiration, try and follow it. Just, it's time to plan before we fucking go. So this is very much reading as, like, it's preparation time, and that doesn't mean it's preparation time for World War III. I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but like, that's not what the cards are saying. The cards are just like, be prepared for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Ace of Swords is ready to take some heads. Let's go. It is kind of a, like, there are, I think it's the Seven of Swords is really the, like, rally the troops card. But the Ace of Swords is like, yeah. Like, I mean, look at her. Look at this lady. Look at how badass and confident she is. Like, just take your thoughts, take your feelings, and run with them. Figure it out. Make it work for you. Do whatever you gotta, like, make whatever new, like, thoughts and pathways and neural shit. Like, do whatever you gotta do in your own brain to make this work for you. So, as discussed, Four of Swords inverted. So, the Four of Swords is always the rest card regardless. The inversion does feel a little bit more intense. It's more like a hibernation than a nap, right? Excuse me. And again, this one came out on its own. That was the first pack. This one came out on its own. So it really is just like, again, sort of like a sacred rest. Like, all of us taking what we need. It's a little bit giving Ophelia, right? Like, but we're not trying to be martyrs. We're not trying to, like, we're just trying to take what we can get, take our time, take the rest when we can get it. Again, this is all feeling very preparatory to me. Just everything about it. Rehearsals, like, okay, I'll be honest, I wouldn't use the word rehearsals. I would just keep saying preparation, because, like, rehearsals implies that there's a script that we need to follow, but we are in the process of devising the script. Like, devised theater, if anybody knows about that, where you, like, you make and, like, put together a new thing. Like, it's not improvised, but it's also not, like, pre-written. Like, devised theater, we are in the process of devising the plan and trying to figure out how we're going to help each other and what we're going to do about all this shit. Yeah, it's the midpoint between, like, a written play and an improv show. We are at that intersection, which is, in the theater world, would be devised theater, but I understand if everybody doesn't know devised theater, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah. And not just wait for it, also keep thinking and keep mentally exploring until we have to physically get on our shit, basically. Like we can be getting on our shit now. Like, obviously people are out there doing stuff. That's great. We need that. But it's also like, we're not all out there yet. We're not all fighting right now. And, like, some people are going to need breaks. Some people are going to need support. Some, like, more people are going to need to go out. Like, it's just, like, that's just, like, I haven't been able to go to, there have been, like, logistical reasons that I can't go to any of the protests so far, which is a bummer to me. But, like, it's just, long story, we don't need to go into that. But, like, so, yeah, we all need to keep thinking, keep planning. Some of us need that can go out, do it now. Some of us who need breaks later, have people to come in then to support them. It's that kind of thing. And again, rest. Throwing pasta at the wall. Yes. Okay. So, this last little pack is definitely meant to be read together. The Five of Wands inverted and the Magician. So, the infamous Five of Wands. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. The infamous Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the infighting card. Five of Wands is never, like, a great thing to see. Again, I feel like in this inverted state, it is a bit more of a warning. I'll put it upright just so you can see a little bit better. But, like, there's an intensity that comes with the Five of Wands. It's like it's nowhere near the level of intensity of the Tower usually in like your personal life, but it's just like, it's like unavoidable conflict. Excuse me. Yeah, it's unavoidable conflict. It's like forewarning of like more issues to come, and like there's an element here, right, of everybody standing their ground, but it's also every man for himself. That's not what we're trying to do. We are not trying to every man for themselves, right? Like we know this. Y'all don't need me to preach this at you, but like we're not trying to do this. The fact that it's inverted is a warning to everybody. Don't just turn on everybody else. We gotta fucking work together, or we're not gonna do shit. Everybody make use of their own talents. Everybody, like, if you can grow in like a new way and a new direction, fucking do it. Like, seriously, if there are skills that you know you're good at or you want to get better at, lean in, do that, explore more things, figure out what new paths you can do to help, but like use all of your resources, all of your skills. We are all capable individually. We are all powerful individually, magically, and just mundanely. They're just like, look forward, find what you want to do, and fucking do it. No, we don't need any armchair occultists. We need battle magicians. More or less. So there we go. There's our extremely chaotic read. And again, as someone who has, at various times in their life, been essentially an armchair occultist, like, I love learning about this shit. I just can't capture everything all the time. I can't like do every spell, do everything. Like, there's an argument for armchair occultist being reasonable as long as you eventually apply your knowledge to something and do something new. I did that big sigil project that I just did was a super fun stretch of like what I can do. Battle magic, yeah. No, truly, I do have but the form of me that goes into like astral and does work and stuff is very like battle ready-y. Like, it's not like soldier armor, but it's like it's very paladin-esque if we're going for D&D stuff. So yeah, it's I'll throw out the battle magic. Why the fuck not? Let's go. So there. Anyway, I digress. That's my very chaotic reading. I was kind of like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a state of the world reading, but that became what this was. The cards exploded upon me and said, you will do this reading. And I said, okay, you got it. Yeah, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, I love how chaotic this life has been. We went from like, I was fully just rambling to like Baldur's Gate to Dimension 20 to this, everything else. Tell us the tale. Which tale? What do you want to know? I'm so distracted by the fact of how much it's moving. I realize part of it is because I'm moving a lot. But, yeah. Imagine an older cowboy. Why this guy sitting in the back of the stadium? Yeah, that is kind of the vibe. That is kind of the vibe. We're gonna make it, folks. We'll be alright. I'm just sort of clearing these, and then I'll do our bibliomancy moment, and then we'll be good. Yeah, I don't know. It's always driven me a little bit crazy that it does the auto zoom, but I can't figure out how to turn it off. But now I'm like, I might have to look again, because it's being insane today. Yeah, I did, when I did my, like, I just need to sit down and meditate and, like, take care of some spirit shit, I did, like, go back and, or like, go to work, and there was a bunch of shit that was way out of order, and I just energetically was like, all right, we're not fucking with that, and just like breathe in and and just everything back where it's supposed to go. Like it's like that was a good feeling. That was like, all right, I haven't lost it. I've still got the ability to just put all the shit where it needs to go. I used to have to do that manually. Long story. Yeah, sit back, sip my drink, and watch what happens. It's like, y'all gonna take care of this? Or do I need to do it? Okay. Okay. Just one more shuffle and jive. I don't know why that's what I wanted to say. Flutter and bridge, that's what I was trying to say. Shuffle and jive, flutter and bridge, same thing. Okay. Alright. Cool. Shuffle, clear. And we're good to go. Back open the box. Thank you, cards. You're very good at what you do. Good job, cards. Love you. Good job, approval. Give your cards praise. Okay, sip of water. Book time. Duh. Not to bring anything Russian into this. Book time, duh. Alright. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know what to do your general energetic hell yeah. Time for the book magic. I love the little dancing guy. Okay. Passage 32. Tao endures without a name. Though simple and slight, no one under heaven can master it. If kings and lords could possess it, all beings would become their guests. Heaven and earth together would drip sweet dew equally on all people without regulation. Begin to make order, and names arise. Names lead to more names, and to knowing when to stop. Know when to stop. Avoid danger. Tao's presence in this world is like valley streams, flowing into rivers and seas. Oof! Okay, look at love the little moment there. Okay. So yeah, the way endures without a name. Though simple and slight, no one under heaven can master it. No one under heaven can master the way that things just are meant to be, the way that it will be, the way that it's always good. You can't master it, it's just going to be. Yes, okay. If lords and kings could possess it, all beings would become their guests. Heaven and earth together would drip sweet dew equally on all people without regulation. If kings and lords could possess it, all beings would become their guests. Heaven and earth together would drip sweet dew equally on all people without regulation. Good. And that is saying, like, right, like, the quality of a leader, right? That's not just saying, like, it's implying generally that kings and lords cannot possess the one true way, right? And, like, the way that things are and the way that things will be, the Tao. Kings and lords cannot possess it, because this is not how things are. Because if they did, everyone would become their guest, heaven and earth together would drip sweet dew equally on all people. Right. Good stuff. Okay. Begin to make order and names arise. Names lead to more names and knowing when to stop. Begin to make order and names arise. Names lead to more names and knowing when to stop. There's a balance between kind of like knowing your enemy, knowing your problems, knowing what you're running into, and also just like working together, completing a task, calling it good, and you don't need to like put more energy into that part. Like, you begin to make order, you find the names that you need to know, those names lead to more names, you keep working, you keep finding the things that you need, and when you've reached your goal, you can take a break. Rest. You can rest. Know when to stop. Avoid danger. Know when to stop. Avoid danger. As I smack the camera. Rest. Okay. Tao's presence in this world is like valleys and streams flowing into rivers and seas. This is just how it is. It is natural, it is flowing, it is unending, ever cycling, ever moving. Tao's presence in this world is like valleys and streams flowing into rivers and seas. I like it. Clearly. I really love when there's like a notable... Yeah. Pretty much. I love when there's a notable connection in the passage to what we talked about in the live. It makes me so happy. I love magic. Magic. Woo! We all love magic. Okay. Alright. I'm going to call it here, folks. We're going to call it a night. Thanks for hanging out with me with this very half super chill and casual and half weirdly chaotic live. I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. Appreciate y'all. I'll do my best to be here next week. I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to fucking try. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Have a good night, everybody.